Today on Unpopular Opinions, we talk Valentine's Day, job loyalty, American breakfast, and Gina Carano. Let's get right into it. Rack focus. Hey everybody, Johnny O from the Plot Hole here, and it's time for Unpopular Opinions episode 27. Let's do it! Unpopular opinion number 1. Starting our day off with double the recommended amount of sugar in one meal and then wondering why we have a crash just before lunch is probably one of the silliest things that we Americans do. Yes, it's no secret that American breakfast food is filled with simple sugar carbohydrates. Hell, even our coffee has to have a boatload of sugar and cream in it. For me, my coffee is a reflection of my soul, black and devoid of sweetness. We Americans love our pancakes and French toast slathered in butter and syrup. And then, every now and again we'll top off some sort of candied fruit just so we can tell people that we're being healthy. Even Crafty Keela's favorite breakfast meat, bacon, has to be candied in maple syrup with brown sugar on it. Breakfast in the States has way too much sugar. I said it. And no, that doesn't mean that I hate America. It just means that I hate looking at the American obesity and diabetes stats amongst children. We need to take a deep dive and figure out why so we can fix these stats. Perhaps our pals from across the pond have figured this out. They eat porridge. From what I understand, that's oatmeal without all the stuff that makes oatmeal worth eating. We call it horse food over here, but, Unpopular opinion number 2. Valentine's Day is the stupidest waste of a holiday on the books. Next to Boxing Day, of course. They don't even fight. Not one round. Anyway, back to the worst reason why my wife is angry with me. Born of an unusual, to say the least, pairing of a pagan fertility and pairing ritual, the Feast of Lupercalia, where men sacrificed a goat and a dog and then beat women with the pelts of those goats and dogs. Couple that with the Catholic recognition of the 2 Valentines that were executed by Emperor Claudius II, and then sprinkle in a little Chaucer and Shakespearean romanticism, and voila, Lover's Day is born. Why am I expected to shower my spouse with substanceless displays of affection? Flowers? Get out. They die off in a couple of days. Perfect example of undying love. Chocolates? Didn't we just enter into some sort of contract with each other at the beginning of the new year called the New Year's resolution about losing weight? And then we're going to fill each other up with chocolates? Diamond earrings? What, to go with a diamond ring that I bought you about a month and a half ago for Christmas? Thanks to beers. You know what else begins with K? Yeah, kiss my ass. Seriously, this holiday is such a waste that I don't even get a day off from work for it. Can we let this one go? I shower my wife with love and affection year round. I don't need a special day to do so. Why does society think I need one? Unpopular opinion number 3. Why am I expected to have undying loyalty to a company that doesn't even know my first name? I have a full-time job working for a telecommunications company. We have a mutual agreement. So long as they're willing to pay me what I believe to be an acceptable wage, I'll continue to do the job that I'm tasked to do. The second that no longer makes sense for the company that I'm working for, they've got no problem drop kicking me to the food stamp line while waiting on the unemployment checks. So why am I expected to have a never waver attitude? Furthermore, this 2 weeks notice stuff only extends one way. Should I find myself with an exploding offer to go work for another company, I'm looked down upon if I don't give my current company 2 weeks notice so they can sit there and stew on my leaving. And it's not like they're going to give me 2 weeks notice before kicking me to the curb. So again, why should I give them my undying loyalty? Why should any of us? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the job that I have and the fact that having that job has given me the ability to help provide for my family. I just don't see the point in taking abuse from that job or passing on another job offer that might be better suited for me simply because of this undying loyalty crap. Finally, let's explore a few topics from previous episodes. Gina Carano, the former Muay Thai MMA fighter turned actress, recently lost her job as a Mandalorian shock trooper turned Marshal Cara Dune due to her Twitter activity. Twitter justice warriors came out in full force to make sure that Carano was canceled. And cancel culture won again. Look, I adamantly disagree with many of the things that Carano has posted, liked, shared, or done whatever on Twitter. Absolutely 100% adamantly disagree with a lot of her political and social stances. However, she's entitled to have those social stances and those political beliefs. Just because they don't align with mine doesn't mean that I should work my ass off to make sure that she gets fired from her job. I mean, unless I missed something, I didn't see her calling for the execution of said people. She has every right to her opinions. I mean, so what? She posted beep bop boop. Get over it. I mean, holy shit. Light the torches and get your 6-shooters. We got a wild one here. Regardless of my positions on her social agenda or her political beliefs or her whatever, they're hers to have. She has that right. She has the right to her own unpopular opinions. In fact, if Gina Carano is so inclined, and I hope you're watching, I invite you to come onto the plot hole and share your unpopular opinions. What say you, Gina? Care to step into the MMA ring with Johnny O from the plot hole? And by MMA ring, I mean YouTube. And by step into it, I mean you record yours way over there and I'll record mine over here. That being said, LucasFilm and Disney had every right to fire Gina Carano. Oh no, that's right, I said it. They had every right to fire her. These are businesses that have moral and ethical standards that they will uphold. If LucasFilm/Disney deem Carano's actions not in line with their standards, then they have every right to send her packing. It's a stupid decision and will have and has had plenty of negative repercussions for Disney, but it's their decision to make. Disney, Lucasfilm, firing conservative or Republican performers is not the way to go about to enact the changes that you're looking for. It's not going to make their attitudes or their opinions go away. Did Gina suddenly change her mind or her politics based on your firing? No. She's doubled down on them, and rightfully so. Does anybody who sees you firing Republican voices or performers all of a sudden say, hey, maybe I shouldn't have those thoughts or those things anymore? No. They double down on them. In fact, firing Gina Carano only bolsters their position that the liberal left is out of control. All of you social justice warriors who think that canceling people who don't agree with your political stances or your social outlook is the right thing to do need to have the boots removed from your backsides. That has the exact opposite effect of what you're looking for. Instead, be the socially accepting group that you expect other people to be. And understand that not everybody is going to have the same opinions, outlooks, or beliefs that you do. I'm not saying you have to be cool with their beliefs, but you should be willing to, tolerate them. Yes, I understand that the minutia of what we should tolerate versus what we shouldn't tolerate gets complicated. But we shouldn't actively seek to cancel someone who holds a different political opinion than we do. And that's Unpopular Opinions episode 27. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down is perfectly okay too. And consider sharing this with your friends. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel and tickling that bell for bell notifications. That way, anytime my ugly mug puts out a video, you get notified. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below with your unpopular opinions. I really would love to hear them. If you wish to support the channel monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member, heading over to the Teespring site and picking up a Plothole t-shirt, or going to www.patreon.com/theplothole1. That's the number 1, not the loneliest number you could ever do. That being said, I want to give a huge Plothole shout out to all my current channel members and patrons. Without you, this show wouldn't be possible. I truly appreciate your support. I'm Johnny O from the Plothole, and remember, keep your opinions unpopular, baby.